It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yes, yes, it has. Well, we're back from our break, so welcome back to the Pirate 101 campaign. I almost said Nuzlocke campaign, but that is merging two of my past series into one. So we have Doc today doing the recap.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't actually there, but I watched the session. Um, let's see. I remember that the party was following the college students around, trying to figure out what's going on with this weird hyper energy drink they have. And while they were kind of wandering around in this little garden area, uh, trees came alive and attacked them because D&D inanimate objects come to life and attack you. And Val showed up and, a little too late to actually help. Uh, Group decided to follow after the students at night. They were going like all the way across town, and Max tried to be sneaky and go unnoticed and failed multiple times. So the group did not manage to go unnoticed and gathered several levels of exhaustion trying to stay up all night. And when everybody caught up to them, most of the students like disintegrated.
Yep. I think that is all of the main points. Just a lot of investigations and things coming out. So the sun is beginning to peak, or I guess you should say, the first beams of sunlight are beginning to penetrate the horizon. The purples are starting to show up in the east as these figures have fallen to the floor, and you've just witnessed this happen. I guess I can now also ask, which group did Devin go with, if he chose to go with either group at all? If you do, you will have to roll 3 con saves like everyone else did.
You said I stayed behind to like stand watch or something.
Yeah, but if you want, you can be with them if you want to.
All right, sure.
All right, so you could be following Val and Ferris, or you could be following Max and Quinn.
Whoever was picking up the rear, I think.
That would have been Ferris.
That was Val's group. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also flying on a.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and make those saves. Let's see if you do better or worse than the rest.
Probably not that great. I'm not super good at con saves yet. Okay, there's an 18.
Yeah, there's one pass.
Yep.
14.
All right, one fail.
And a 5.
2 fail. So yeah, only Ferris got off with like 1. And I guess because Val left ahead of you, she fell asleep. She's on the ground.
Oh, do I even notice this?
No, you left her behind.
Oh. Oops.
She told you to go ahead without her. Failed her 3rd con save and fell asleep.
Okay.
Like, I guess we should probably go into a more sneaky music than this. Let's see. Here we go, sneaky music. But yeah, so you can kind of leave her, try to wake her, and keep going with her, or just take her back, whatever you feel like doing before catching up to Ferris.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably better not leave her just lying asleep in the middle of the road.
Yeah, so you'll just wake her up.
Or just pick her up and carry her.
Yeah, I guess that works. I'm like, what is your strength? It's like, what?
15.
15. And you have proficiency in athletics?
Yes.
Yeah, see. You can do that. So, Ferris, you might look behind you and see Devin carrying Val.
Oh.
And
So-
you also looked forward and saw the sight from before that I described, where you were chasing down 4 figures, and 3 apparently turned into putty, and 1 fell forward.
Okay. Investigating this, is there anything else immediate happening, or did this just kind of take place?
This is the only thing that you saw happen, but you'd have to like swoop down and do a proper investigation to know exactly what's happening down there.
Yeah, so I'll grab the cartoon bat's feet and kind of like descend, kind of like a makeshift parachute, and get a little closer to the scene.
All right. So when you get there, you notice that there's only 1 body, and there's just a bunch of like green slag.
And there's like one that seems to be the one that fell forward seems to be whole still, right?
If you can call it that. There was a knife driven through the student's back.
By what?
You don't know. Perhaps the other students, perhaps what did this. You're not sure. You just know there's a knife in the student's back where there probably wasn't one before, because there's still fresh blood coming out. But the student definitely doesn't seem to be with us anymore.
Well, I think Ferris is going to look at the immediate surroundings then to see if this might have been thrown from a nearby window, if there's anything open, if there's any alleyways that I hear footsteps coming from, etc., etc.
All right, do a perception check for this like general vantage attempt.
All right. What's my perception? Whatever it is, it's -1. Oh, that's great. It's -1. Because I am exhausto. It's still a 16.
All right.
Respectable.
So you don't hear anyone around or see any like open windows where someone might have thrown something and hid back behind, but you do hear Devin's approach.
Yeah. I'll kind of I'll stand there and kind of look to him and wait for him to get here with Val on his back.
All right, you make your way there, but in the meantime, we'll flip over to the other group of Max and Quinn. You've seen a similar thing happen. You were talking with them, and then you rushed, and then all of a sudden this happened. I assume you close the distance to see a similar scene, or
Mhm.
do you hold back?
Well,
Close
we
the
were,
distance.
yeah, we were in mid-conversation when they
Oh
decided
yeah.
to turn to goo.
Yeah, so
Did they turn to goo like when the sun came up, or like is there like sunshine on them or anything like that?
the sun is coming up, but it hasn't like breached the horizon yet, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Effectively, you can see the light coming over the horizon, but not the sun itself.
Right. Okay.
Another question: where is Luna at this time? Because I like sent her off at several different places, and I forget.
She's with
where
Max.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's with us.
She is awaiting her grapes.
Yeah.
Because
5 grapes.
she came back to talk to us because I think Max sent her back, but that was like the signal that Max needed help, which is why I came running over.
All right, so we're staying there. They're talking. They follow. The one guy falls over. The others turn into the goo. I'm assuming. Well, I guess things could be different over here. Max is just gonna check the guy who's not goo.
Yeah, you do a nature check, I guess.
Medicine, maybe?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
medicine.
That's
That
what
would
it
be
says.
I
effective.
would have rather had nature.
No,
Thanks.
no, this isn't nature. This is medicine.
This is natural.
Oh,
Shoutouts to Avray.
16.
Hey, I got that too.
all right.
Yeah, so you're able to tell that this knife was definitely plunged into this person's back. It was not thrown. It was definitely deliberately put straight through and laced with a poison of some kind. He is dead, this student.
All right, and we didn't see anyone put the knife in.
You didn't see anyone that could have done it other than the guys that are now goo.
Okay, well, Max is gonna take the knife.
Oh my gosh.
All right. It doesn't have the poison anymore, so it's just a regular dagger.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Do we know this student?
The student that was killed here, I
Yeah.
believe you guys asked for all of their names, and I believe that the one that died here was Randolph.
Randolph, okay. And Perrin was with them, right?
He was.
Keyword was.
Well, this doesn't bode well.
We stayed up all night for this.
Yes, well, this at least confirms a few things. Remember when we found out that Perrin was allergic to peas, yet he'd been drinking pea milk?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't
This-
him because he's never reacted to it.
Exactly. So the Perrin we've been talking to could likely be a duplicate. With that, Quinn's going to take his hand and kind of go through the clay substance and just kind of study it.
All right, so yeah, it's like this green slag. Like if you've ever boiled spinach and then put it in a blender, that's basically what you have.
Okay. Is it like a clay type of texture to it, or?
It's kind of it's like loose and clumpy, if that makes any sense. So it's viscous enough that it can congeal somewhat, but not enough to be solid at all.
Okay.
So basically, he turned into
I
snot.
Yeah.
I have proficiency in Arcana, and let me know if this is outside of the purview of what Quinn would know or even consider in world. Does this seem like it could be like a simulacrum or something along those lines?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Okay. beautiful. 2 exhaustion. 13.
You might have heard that simulacrums exist, but you don't know if those are true or just fallacies created by people who don't understand magic.
Okay. Okay, well, Quinn will collect some of this stuff and put it in a vial or a bag he has on hand.
Okay.
We
You
should
do that.
probably tell the police.
What do you want to tell them?
Some guys turned into goo.
You want to go to the police and tell them some guys turned to goo in front of our eyes, yet we have nothing to do with the murder that's taken place here.
Yeah.
I appreciate wanting to do something, but I'm not sure if that would paint us in the best of light.
Well,
given the
someone
current
else is gonna find them
circumstances.
and do the same thing. We just be the first one to find them because it's true.
It is true, but we might be better served by investigating it ourselves.
Well, okay.
If you really
guess
want Max,
we could call a street sweeper. I mean, someone's gonna have to deal with this.
right? Well, you're right that we have to do something. We can't just leave the poor kid like this. Why don't you see if you can give the police a anonymous tip-off about this? That way we can help bring this to light while not getting into trouble that we didn't cause.
Based on how last night went, I don't think anonymous tipping is going to go very well.
Perhaps.
I'll go find
Do
the
you wanna-
police.
Okay.
Very well, just be extremely careful what you say and how you act. There's a good chance they'll think that we're responsible for this murder.
Yeah, keep in mind y'all have been up like all night. But flipping back to the other crew while Max is going to the police.
Hey, what happened here?
Oh, well, yeah, funny story. Oh, you found Val, I see. Yeah, I was watching from the rooftops here, and, well, it seems like some of them melted, and another got a dagger in the back somehow.
Do
And-
they happen to have any samples of that drink on them right now?
Sure, I was just waiting for you to get a little closer because I was afraid they might just pop up and kill me. So if they
No,
decide to...
I'm asking that out of character.
Oh, okay.
So you don't find anything on the body.
Well, this would be a lot more effective if I could test it on that stupid drink of theirs. But I might as well try it anyway. And I am going to cast Detect Poison and Disease.
All right, you know that there is poison on the knife, or at least the residual parts of it. The rest of the poison's inside of the body and has done its work.
Is there any sign of poison or anything in the puddles of goo?
There is not.
This is probably like out of my wheelhouse, like going back to what Quinn said. But does it seem like those others were just not real people? They were some sort of like constructs or simulacrums?
Well, all I can say is your opinions are your own.
Okay. Well, I guess what I'm asking is there a known spell where you make things out of mulch, like I am seeing on the ground?
Go ahead and do an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Okay. It's only gonna be +1.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
It's called mulch diggery.
Yeah, it's called construct mulch.
It's called Goopify.
Conjure,
When it's cast as a bonus action in response to stabbing somebody, and it turns everybody of your choice in a 20-foot radius into goo.
Yeah, I think I learned something about
Oh.
that. But I don't think we should, pull knives out or anything.
I agree.
That
We
will-
should preserve the evidence as is.
Yeah, if they find a knife with our fingerprints or something on it, they're magical here. They'll trace it back to us and blame us. I've read this book before.
Well, I don't sense any poison in what's left of the other two. Whatever happened there was obviously different.
From what I can maybe suss out, they stabbed them and just destroyed the evidence or somehow, or this had to have been done externally somehow.
Wish I'd thought to use this spell around that drink earlier. Oh, and I suppose I should put this on. And he reaches in and puts on that little masquerade ball mask.
Yeah. Well, considering who we might be dealing with, I was going to use this in the jungle, but you might want it. And I'll hand Devin one of the antitoxins I'm holding, just in case.
Go ahead
Don't
and
drink
take
it yet, but
obviously.
yeah. Yeah, let's just, I don't know, notify a guard or something, but yeah, we shouldn't tamper with it.
Do we know where we could find a member of the town guard?
Yeah, there's barracks stationed around every few miles, so you would probably know where one is closer to the inn.
Yeah.
Not to mention
We will head there.
Ferris.
Yeah, conveniently, probably the same one that the other two are heading towards.
Fortunately, I'm subject to the fatigue of Devon's body, so I'm going to need to rest a bit.
Yeah, I got a little tired grinding the midnight oil too, and I see Val did very much.
I'm gonna, put her up and over my shoulder, like fireman carry style.
Yeah, we'll head for the barracks then.
All right, and I assume that the other two have a similar plan then.
Quinn will stay and watch the body while Max gets the police.
All right. So you
He'll
guys
find
meet-
a sheet if he can and put it over the body.
And the goo. Okay, maybe not the goo would soak it up.
I'm like, give me an investigation for this sheet, I guess.
Investigation.
Unless you want to just rip someone's curtains off, I'll let you do that.
Out of the way, official business. No. We'll try investigation first. I love exhaustion. 15.
Yeah, you'd find some discarded thing in an alleyway that hasn't been swept through with magic yet.
Oh, that's right. It's Magic City.
Put it over the body, and the goo is definitely wet.
Not the goo, just the body.
Well, you can't really do one without the other. The goo
Okay,
is
but like I'm not trying to
touching the
like
body.
blanket the entire crime scene, like
All right. Well, you put the sheet over the body. The goo is touching the blanket either way, but yeah. So there's a blanket with a body underneath and goo in the street. All right. Anyway, the rest of you find Max, and Luna pops out and flies over to Ferris and says, 3 grape, 3 grape, 3.
You know, this was kind of a dead end, so you're probably only gonna get one.
High performance grape.
The purple one or the green one?
High performance grape.
Purple one it is.
All right. She eats the grape and then returns back into your cloak.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's Max, who's looking at Val being slung over Devin's shoulder.
Things didn't go much better for you, huh?
Well, we saw some people melt. That's something.
Me too.
Yeah, one got a dagger in the back.
Yeah, me too.
Are you holding the dagger, or did you put it away?
See, here's the dagger.
Oh, Max, why?
What?
Face palm.
You're in front of the barracks at this point, by the way.
With this bloody dagger.
Yeah. And someone lurched over someone else's back.
Well,
What?
I can clearly demonstrate that Val is only asleep.
Yes. But for
What'd I do?
onlookers.
Yeah, you might want to hide that.
Well, I thought I was gonna give it to the police and say there was a guy that was killed with this.
It's better to preserve the crime scene untouched.
Oh, well, I haven't technically touched it. I mean, I'm wearing the gloves. I mean, they're invisible right now, but I am wearing them.
Whatever.
Right, let's tell the police what happened. They'll take it out of the street.
Yeah. Is there like a little bell we ring or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I ring the bell, then cross my arms, puff my chest out.
All right. You ring the bell. Out comes a disgruntled looking face, and he's got a piece of paper in hand, and he's like, "Oh, what happened?"
Greetings, I am Ferris Tallow. You may have heard of me before. We are
We're
here.
to report a murder.
What he said.
2 murders.
What he said.
At least.
What he said.
Why do you have a bloody knife?
Oh, it's the evidence.
And he puts it on the counter if there's a counter.
And he's just gonna look at it, put down his piece of paper, and he's going to like put some gloves on and slowly scooch it into something. He's like, why did you remove it?
Oh, I was gonna give it to you, and I was kind of tired. I was up all night.
Well, you do look tired, especially that one over there. Or did she get hurt?
Oh, no, she's just tired.
I like to imagine that at that moment you just hear.
Yeah.
Well, what my feline friend here is trying to say is he's from out of town. He doesn't know the procedures and may have ripped a knife out of a body and wanted to give it to you for more evidence. And we were a little trepidatious reporting here because, you know, you might have think we did it, but we have a perfectly body laying there with a dagger in its back and people who turned into soup laying for you right over there. They found it happened in 2 different areas.
And Max is nodding his head.
All right. And to whom was this attack? Did you know anything about the persons involved?
Well, one of the guys was named Randolph, and there was another guy named Perrin, but he turned into goo, but we think that's because he was never Perrin to start with, maybe?
They were all students at the local university, the local academy.
Yeah. And they were drinking this Thurgy something that gives them energy to go all night or something. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe they could go all night because they were goo people?
If I may make a suggestion, it would be advisable to investigate immediately before the evidence is tampered with further.
And he stands up and says, "Very well, very well." And he goes over to the corner and he says a few words and he pulls a couple of strings. And then he goes into the back room. And then he comes out a few minutes later. All right, well, we've got people going on the scene. However, I would like each of your names, not just Ferris.
I'm Max. Maxwell.
Devon, Bronis.
Yes, thank you. And where are you staying?
I'll give him the name of the inn.
Very well. Well, you all look tired and we have work to do, it would seem, so may go on your way. He looks at his piece of paper again. And he looks a little frustrated and then says, "Is there anything else?"
Not that I can think of at the moment.
You can check out the drinks at McWandle's.
Out of character, those are the,
Thurgy somethings.
okay.
Yep.
That's where that party was.
We had a feeling trouble was afoot and decided to do our duty as citizens and get to the bottom of this.
You want us to investigate McWandle's? Isn't that student-ran shack across the street from the academy?
Well, seeing as the victims are students and we were trailing them for this reason before one of them fell dead and the others turned to goo, I think it's a good enough lead to maybe go on.
That a random store is involved? Is that
They're all
not a
drinking
threat?
they're all drinking some weird beverage, and that's the connecting the common denominator, as they call it.
It's at least circumstantial evidence. Certainly you can see that much.
Well, I'll ask the chief what he thinks, but I'll put it in the report. Also, for you, Quinn, you start seeing a few magical police start coming from around the corner.
Are they in a magic police car, or they're just walking?
No, they're just walking. They don't have a car.
Okay, but they
Actually,
got
one of them might
badges
be on a
and stuff.
Pegasus, I guess, but
All
Just have
kinds of waving
flashing
over.
lights on the face.
casting dancing lights.
It's a blue Pegasus too.
I feel like Max probably would have gone with them to get Quinn.
Yeah, I guess we left our friend there, so we're just gonna go collect him.
Wait, who'd we leave?
Quinn.
Oh,
I stayed with the body.
oh, that's right.
Yeah. So these police show up and say, "Halt! This is an active crime scene. State your business and why you're here."
To watch and report the crime scene.
With all due respect, sir, that is our job.
It is now that you're here. But until you arrived, I wanted to make sure that it was safe and that nothing would happen in the interim. Is there anything you would like from me, or should I leave you to do your work?
Yes, return back to your residence, citizen. If we
Very
need you,
well.
we will call for you.
Very well. One question before I go, though. Have there been any other murders reported lately?
Now, why would you want to know that?
Mostly out of curiosity, I just came into town. I wasn't sure this was a common occurrence and I should move on, or if this was a bit of an oddity.
If there are other murders, then they are not ours to divulge. For the privacy of those involved, we cannot say.
Can I... Tell me if this is something that I can do. Can I do an insight check to see, like, if the way he's saying it is, like, defensive in a way that would, like, imply that there have been other murders, or can I not make a check like that?
Sure.
Okay. Mostly, like, reading body language is, like, is this just, like, the script you're supposed to read, or does this have, like, personal meaning, because it's been something going on lately? This ain't good. Oh,
That
5.
means- Oh,
Ah,
you
yeah.
don't know?
Oh,
No, you got a 15.
Wait.
no, it was in the wrong channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't the wrong. Should I re-roll?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Alright, so you don't know if
Okay.
they're lying to you or if they're by the books.
Very well. Best of luck in your investigation, officer.
Alright, at this point the sun is visible. As its beautiful round face starts creeping above the horizon.
Okay. Before heading back to the group, I wanted to see if I can find a citizen and just ask him about, like, the local area. Like, are there any bars nearby? Is there, like, factories nearby? Just kind of, like, get a sense of, like, what the neighborhood's like, you know? Is this, like, a high crime rate area, or, you know, just kind of the general lay of the area?
Roll a d100 for me. It is still pretty early in the morning, so there might be someone, but not very many.
70.
Okay, so you find a guy, and through, like, your brief conversation, he tells you about some local areas that some local taverns or whatever.
Okay. Are any of the taverns, like, in a... Sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions. I'm just trying to get some info.
No, it's fine.
So when we were trailing them, did they seem like they had a destination in mind, or were they just kind of aimlessly wandering?
They seemed to be pretty, like you know that when you were chasing them, they didn't seem to hesitate at all.
They were heading in a direction.
They told us where they were going. I just can't remember because it's been so long.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they were going to like some place to have a party for like an hour and then come back.
Right. Okay. Is the tavern or any of those points of interest that the guy I talked to mentioned, are any of those like in the path that we were like headed towards? If that makes sense.
He didn't mention anything of the same kind. However, he is talking about things that are within walking distance, within less than an hour of here.
In mind that wherever they were going was something like multiple hours of walking. They even told you as much.
Okay. I'll meet up with the others.
All right. So, are you meeting up with them at the barracks or at the inn?
I have
I'll
a
head to the
feeling Max would have
barracks.
gone to get him, and then we'd go back to the inn.
Yeah. Probably like met him halfway there, and then.
All right. So, for the sake of it, I'll just fast forward to you guys being back at the inn and, I don't know, plopping Val on a cushy box or something. I'm sure Max has a few of those.
Well, not on him. They're all at home or in the boat.
I'm sure he found one somewhere.
Yeah, probably. In an alley somewhere, he picked up a cardboard box.
Well, that was
Good night.
And he just kind of flops on the ground.
constructive use of a night.
Well, I mean, it should be night right now because it took an entire night to get there. It took an entire day to get back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm like,
Would we rather go to one of the local inns rather than travel all the way back?
I imagine we still have the inn keys on us and we have to return them anyway.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, yeah.
yeah. Your expedition took you like, I guess the whole thing altogether probably took like 8 hours.
Okay, so it's probably like 2 p.m. and not nighttime. But Max
Yeah.
wants to sleep anyway.
Yeah.
More like it's more like, you know, somewhere between like 6 and 10 a.m.
Would have been
You said sunrise, right?
sunrise, which would have been around like 4-ish, 5.
It must be summertime.
Huh.
Yeah.
They are going on summer vacation.
Yeah, well, this is equating getting back without being in a rush.
So you would have gotten back 10 a.m. Maybe 8. No, 10.
Well, maybe we should order some coffee so we can get to bed at our to get our time clocks all in order.
I don't drink coffee.
I didn't think you had a clock.
Well, you know, if we want to be just weirdos who are awake during the night, we're gonna have to either sleep in a lot or, you know, just get us ourselves in sync, right?
I don't know, man. I feel like I could sleep like 16 hours, no problem.
Okay, yeah, I guess we could do that. Is there anything else we want to do before, you know, the police could be in on this?
I don't know if they're in on it or not. I couldn't get a good read on them.
Well, you guys doubted me when I said there's something up with this drink, and then lo and behold, people turn into goo.
Well, there's a difference between there's something going on and there's a huge conspiracy of people being murdered.
Well, in any case, I just think we should be careful. Maybe we should leave this place. That would be wonderful. I'm just kidding. We'll get to the bottom of it.
May well, uh, well, I mean, if we gotta go back to where they were going, then maybe we should like leave here and go to like a closer place. If that makes sense. I'm very tired.
Yeah, in any case, we should like sleep and maybe check out of this place. And I don't know. I don't really have any more leads. That was my only plan, just to follow them. And now it's funny how we go from having a lead to just having nothing now.
Well,
Yeah.
I can think of one thing we could try if we really do want to go into this.
What?
We know the names of those students. We can always try to track down their parents or a professor, someone who knows them, and see if we can get any information that way.
Yes.
But
Maybe we should do that.
we can do that. Do we want to keep looking into this or just move on here? We're not exactly getting anything out of it right now, though I hate to see people just being murdered on the streets.
I like to finish stuff. It's the reason I didn't head back to the inn when I started feeling tired. So I want to go all in on this.
That means a lot coming from you, Ferris.
Well, have I given any other... What made you doubt my character?
I don't doubt your character, but usually you're trying to get a little bit of coin from something on the side. For you to take initiative like this with no coin is impressive.
Well, they might reward us at the end for cracking this case of murder, right?
If Quinn could give a big smile, he'd give a smile there.
In any case, I think Max is the right idea. And I fall back on the bed. Probably like face first, butt up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start going CP time as well.
Right, so for all intents and purposes, I will probably just make it roll over to the the next day where you have all the adequate sleeps and stuff.
Meaning all the exhaustion goes away, or just only one?
Yeah, all the exhaustion will go away because you're sleeping long here. So
Okay.
So full rest.
yeah.
Sweet.
So
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask before we go to bed. I just wanted to like. Quinn wants to go back into the room and just kind of take one final look at it before turning in. Like the room where the students slept.
All right. At this point, there is housekeeping going through it and cleaning up all the garbage and strewn about papers and things, and that mysterious liquid in the cup next to the desk.
Okay.
So enough, it will be as if nothing was there, especially because we have prestidigitation to make it smell nice again.
Yeah, true. Are they like removing all the belongings from the room, or they're just cleaning it up?
There's not really much in the way of belongings there, other than like trash. You know,
Okay,
the
so there's
pizza
no, like-
boxes, the cups, the things that they've spilled on the floor, paper, things that they've thrown across the room.
Okay, so it doesn't look like they were planning on staying there for an extended period of time?
Doesn't seem that way.
Okay. Alright, yeah, no. Go to quote-unquote bed.
All right. Would you like to describe Dalen to us, Matt? As we shift over towards the docks of Amaranth.
Yeah. So Dalen is a Marleybonian, so he's a dog that has basically a complexion, or if you want to say a theme, like a Yorkshire Terrier usually does, like an orangish brown beard and black mane with like ruffled hair. And he wears buttoned up like nice blue coat, and he has a bag that he wears over the shoulder on a strap, and yeah, he's currently looking basically for uh, employment and among other things, but yeah.
Yeah, so today you are working as a contract shipwright, where you're just, when people come in, sometimes they'll ask for contract work and your connections will get you a job. And today you're doing a pretty rudimentary job, and there's just a ship coming in that, it's a regular trade ship bringing things from other worlds or to other worlds, and you're just making sure it's got all the kinks taken out of it, making sure it's nice and polished. And there's a few other pigs working with you, and rabbits, and they are walking around there. They're taking like these drinks, and they offer you one of these, and it looks like it's native to this world. It's one of those, it's one of those like bear, what was it called? I had a name for this thing. An Avalon wild berry drink.
Yeah, he will take it into his hands, but he'll ask, what is this exactly?
And they'll just be like, oh, it's an energy drink, and a lot of the kids have been using this stuff, but we didn't get this from them because well, I don't think that anyone selling it to a bunch of kids would do it as well as they would over here by the docks. We got a great service for this, and so they made it real nice and pristine.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess he will take a swig of it.
All right, yeah, it tastes sweet, like a bunch of different berries, and a bit of there's a decent amount of sugar in there too, but it does taste like a higher end brand. It is a little fancy.
That is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we could share it while we work on this, since it seems like this baby, they want us to work on this one all day. I don't know, I'm not exactly sure why, but if they pay for us to polish up the planks, I can't complain.
Yeah, agreed. And yeah, very much appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, so throughout the day, you're kind of working on it. You notice that they've been moving boxes, but when you look at the dock where you normally unload them, none of them appear to end up there, or at least less than you would expect, I should say.
I guess he would just, when he has like free time, I guess he would just look around for any like movement, like maybe tracks of like them being pushed or pulled away, and maybe look for some logs of like what was in the shipment.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. All right. So, from what you can tell, the shipments that are disappearing seem to be like ones from the food section in particular, and you think that it might be salt. You see one of them carrying. You've seen them carrying salt containers, but you don't see these containers appear on the docks.
Interesting. I guess he would ask one of the other workers if he knows where the salt containers are going.
And the worker tells you, salt containers. I haven't seen any in this shipment. Wasn't this? I mean, all I've been seeing on this shipment is fruits, teas, and other things that have been being used for the drinks. I imagine demand has just gotten really high for these things this summer. They've been really popular with the kids. I think that's the only thing we're really replenishing here. And
yeah, I guess he will just continue working for now, and then keep that in mind to investigate later, when he has time to.
Yeah, as the day kind of like winds down, eventually they're like, "Do you have a place to stay for the night? We could help you out."
Not particularly right now, no. So I would appreciate it, but if depends how if I don't intrude, you know.
It's a place called the Far Hawk Inn. A bit ago, I won a bet, and part of it was I got free lodging for it for the summer. Got like a season pass kind of a thing from a tourist who stays there for a while, but he ended up moving in, so he doesn't need it anymore. And I figured that someone who's not from around here, like yourself, might appreciate having somewhere more permanent.
Yeah, that would do nicely, yeah.
All right, so he kind of gives you like this, kind of like I don't want to call it a ledger, but that's the best word I can think of. that kind of has all of the credentials for it listed out and so forth. And he pats, and this rabbit pats you on the shoulder and says, "Don't worry, there won't be much work tomorrow. We'll be fine then." And for you, that phrasing might seem a little bit odd.
Yeah.
It sounds like something you've heard before.
Yeah. Dalen will try to not reveal too much, but he will say, so what are we doing tomorrow then?
Well, after we're done with this ship today, there won't really be much work tomorrow. They won't be pulling into the docks or anything, so we'll be able to just relax for a bit. You're welcome to join us if you want.
Well, depends. I really should be continuing work and trying to search for more ways of improving the ways we construct stuff, but yeah, I might take you on that offer depending on if I find anything else.
All right, of course. And the day kind of just goes on as normal. From there, they kind of head towards like more of the university area, and you know that this is where the Farhawk Inn is more or less located as well.
All right.
All right, so you make your way in, and the guy at the front desk is like, "Wow, there's more foreigners here, huh?" Oh, my lucky
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Greetings. We aren't from here, yeah, as you suspected, but we've been contracted to help with repairs of ships and you know. So we might move on, but for now we're staying in the city and trying to help out.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, if you are looking for a place to stay, this is it.
Yeah, a friend of mine recommended it to me, so and he shows him the ledger, the pass.
Yeah, and he nods. He makes a mark on it, hands it back to you, and says, "Oh, of course, come this way. Your room is ready for you."
All right, thank you.
All right. Do you do anything before going to sleep?
He will just take a cursory glance at the room, but nothing. He doesn't expect anything, too magnificent out of the room. But as long as there's a bed and a table that he can use for writing stuff, that's enough for him, basically.
All right. So you just hit the hay.
Yeah.
All right. And while you're sleeping, you are suddenly woken up by someone messing with your cannon. It like falls to the ground. All of the rest of you make perception checks. If you have advantage on sound, you can have that.
Nope.
Hallelujah, no more exhaustion.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh, so close.
Almost had a shiny. All right, so actually, I guess I should pull up. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so
Did Crow roll?
Yeah, I got 7.
yeah, you got 7.
Okay. I didn't see it.
All right, so Dalen, you're looking bleary-eyed in this room, and these guys that were nice to you and giving you drinks before are in the room with you now, and one of them has knocked your cannon across then as soon as they saw you were awake, kicked your cannon across the room and says, "Oh no, we're gonna have to do this the hard way now."
Whoa. Why are you here? What's happening?
Don't concern yourself with it. It'll be over before you know it.
I don't think that I will take that as a proper answer. So, I guess Dalen will just pull out a mace to try and see if he can defend himself. But yeah, that's about it. I think, for now.
It is time for initiative to be rolled.
Am I still asleep, or?
I'm going to assume they will wake you. They woke you up.
Okay.
Unless they want to leave you asleep, in which case feel free to leave them asleep.
He needs the rest. No.
1 moment.
9.
Wasn't ready for this.
How am I the highest roll?
I got a 4. I got a 14.
Was not ready for this. This is not in the plans.
Sure.
Can I just have the Allbear link because I haven't used it?
Oh yeah. Whoops.
It is
Yeah,
it's the first post of rules and resources.
Yeah, I was like, don't say its name out loud, because then I'll have to change it.
Oh, right. I was about
Alright.
to. Just instantly use it.
Don't say it.
I'm gonna get DOSed. Wow, that's a nice tavern.
Let's see. You guys would have been probably these
They're gonna
two
be
rooms
the-
over here.
The big one, yeah. Whereas Matt's gonna be over here.
For Matt, I'll just go ahead and grab you Artificer token because we don't actually have.
Yeah, I didn't make one yet. Sorry.
No, that's
That's
a me thing.
Do you have the tokens you made last time, or do you want me to use the one I
Uh,
have?
Oh yeah, I've got those.
they're in
If
here.
we want to
Oh,
be
yeah.
fancy, we can use the vector art.
The ones that aren't horrible looking.
The ones that aren't horrible looking. Yeah, there you go.
There's an extra max.
He's duplicating.
He's duplicating.
No.
That
We just duplicated the saying
And
there.
that's what we call a Echo Knight Tabaxi. He's a duplicate.
And as for these guys over here, where are they at?
Yeah. So one of them's gonna be blocking your exit, and then the other ones are just kind of next to you there. Yeah, and feel free to add yourselves to the initiative order.
How do we add ourselves?
You
Oh.
right click and then you click the little add to initiative button.
Okay.
There you guys go.
Whoa,
What?
that was weird. I started editing the name of the guy, and then it suddenly made me start editing the initiative halfway through it.
Maybe there's.
So his name was Ship, and then his initiative was 12 right.
Maybe there's some kind of shortcut, but I don't know.
Possibly. But yeah, it looks like Max, unsurprisingly, has the first turn here. He's sleeping soundly, hears big things hitting the floor, and scuffling and things.
Ferris, wake up! We got something going on.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
all right. How does interacting with doors work?
You just throw it open. It's a free interaction.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 10, 15, 20. That's yeah.
Tears through the lobby.
You could cast a spell, or you could just be Max.
There's probably just a puff of fur and smoke as after he says, "Wake up, Ferris." Okay, looks over, he's gone.
Okay, so he can't do anything else, so he's gonna use dash again, so 25, 30, and he's gonna grab the door and pull it open. Is it locked?
Did
Probably
you lock
locked,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah. I
Actually,
would
no, it can't be
probably-
locked because they got in.
Unless they came in through the window.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I would.
I
probably
asked him
lock
if he
the
locked
door.
it, and he said yes, so it's locked.
But these guys had to get in the room. I guess they got in through a window or something. Okay. Yeah, Max is at the door then. He can't do anything else this turn.
Yeah, you can just kind of hear the scuffle happening. All right, Quinn, you've heard this door fly open. This door fly open.
Okay, I like the image of like Quinn like sticking his head out. Ed just sees Max whoo, just going off. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's all I can do. Yep.
All right, it is the shipwright. The shipwrights are actually marginally faster than you here.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I guess I have those too.
Uh, 23. No. No. I can stop a 19 if that is one of them. I don't know. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that hits.
Ouch.
All right.
Ugh.
I can actually shield that, so I'll do that. Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would pull out a small box that basically opens itself up and then blocks it. Alrighty. Can't really. I guess I'll risk one opportunity attack by going over here. Oh no, it's two.
Yeah, that'd be two. It'd be one if you went here.
Yes, but that doesn't help. Okay, let me check.
You're muted
Really
again, Ice.
quickly.
I'm not sure how that desynced. Thank you.
I guess then he will use his action to make the flamethrower cannon over here. Let me put something down.
This.
Sure. And yeah, he will use that as with a bonus action to hit these two with a 15-foot cone of fire.
Is that just something that happens, or is that like a save? Or is it an
It
attack
is
roll?
a dexterity save.
Alright.
Roll your dice.
That's 15 on that one. And that's 7 on that one.
I think that both of those fail. Let me check just in case. I think. Yeah, 16 is my DC.
Alright.
So, 2d8 damage. That is 12 fire damage.
Okay. There's a little marker. Encounter.
And that is my turn then.
All right. Your bed is on fire.
Yep. We'll worry about that later.
All right, Ferris.
All right, so getting out of bed, I'm like buckling up my belt and getting my coat on properly, toothbrush in a mouth, and I'm gonna run out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I like pull a scroll from my pocket, begin reading it. You're gonna need to trust me on this one, Quinn, and I'm gonna vortex warp him.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh.
To where the little Ferris is now.
Okay,
And she's like, I need to trust you on what?
Yeah, that'll be my whole turn then.
alright.
As the
Okay.
scroll vaporizes and I start buckling up all my stuff more.
I love it. Ferris.
Devin grabs
no, Devin.
his quarterstaff and his shield. And 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh.
Oh. Oops.
Oh.
And I'm gonna be using my action to don my shield. Actually, no, I can do that later. I'm gonna go ahead and dash now. So I can go 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And I can put my shield on later. And,
Uh,
I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay. Back to Max.
Max pulls out his thieves' tools and he's gonna pop the door open.
Okay. Give me a Thieves' Tool Dex check.
Alright, an 8 plus. Okay. Is a 13 enough?
Oh my gosh.
Or is 14 enough? Because that's a nat 1. If it's a 4. I'll just roll it. 27.
Yeah, it's open.
Oh, for a second, when you said if it's a nat 1, I was like, oh, he rolled a nat 1? Where is that?
That's what I was wondering. It's like, what?
I just forget it. I'll just roll again. Alright, I'm assuming the door opens inward.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
swings inwards.
Alright, he's gonna try to open it.
Okay.
open. Or
You know, it
So you
probably
see
gets...
a room on fire.
Excuse me, where's my little thing here? I'm looking the wrong interact. So at this point, it's probably like...
You hit the back of this guy's shoe.
thunk.
It's like him in the back. 1 bludgeon damage.
Thunk.
Because I imagine you're like throwing this thing open, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quinn, it needs more force.
Is Max able to squeeze in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Squeeze. He's gonna get into like right here, and he's like,
Who's the bad guy?
You just see 3 guys like punching this guy, who looks like he's like just woke up. He's like on sandy eyes and stuff.
Yeah, he has like sandy eyes. He has like they decked him twice in the face, so he's probably has like a small drip of blood from there.
And they say, "This guy, he robbed us."
I'm not buying it.
Robbed you of what? Who are you people?
Alright, Max used his action already.
Okay.
So I
And
guess
there's-
he'll get right. No, not right there because. No, yeah, he can be safely right there. Okay. Take some heat off of Dalen.
Alright.
Quinn's turn.
Yep. Quinn?
Ooh, I kind of wanted that spot, but that's all good.
Well, I was thinking you could just slam the door open further and smash this guy into the wall over here.
I could.
Just
But I want to
That's
be in
funny.
melee range of like everyone. Ideally, I want to be where Dalen is, but. Okay, 5, 10, 15. Can I open the door more?
If you were gonna
Yeah,
do that, considering he's already
Contested
there,
athletic check.
yeah.
That wouldn't take an action, right? Or would it?
Probably would, because you'd be forcing him to move at the very least and smash him under the door.
Okay,
At
next
best.
question. Devin said he was equipping his shield. Would I have my shield out, or is this like first thing in the morning?
I mean,
Well,
you
I don't-
guys were
This is
asleep.
literally first thing in the morning.
Okay. Well, dang it. I can't force people to move as easily.
Thought your shield was...
It's bonus action. He's considering something
I
else with
can
it.
don it as a bonus action, but I can't. But that means I can't knock people around as a bonus action this turn.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll don my shield for my bonus action as Quinn kind of holds out his arm, and his shield kind of like pops out from what looks like his arm, but it pops to life. And I will take 2 swings on the guy in front of me. Non-lethal swings, by the way.
I mean, the door is...
Do I need to reposition myself, or?
Yeah, this is a little awkward just by the way that the door is like right in front of him here because it just hit him, so
Can't you use your action to push?
I can.
slam
I wanna
this
beat
guy
people
into
up.
the wall with the door.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just. No, I don't want to be. No, I'll shove instead. I'll take the shove action.
All right, the door. You smash
The
him
guy
into the wall.
and the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to like push the door all the way open and also shove this guy into the corner, like over there. Oops, that is
Okay.
a line to it.
All right. Contested athletics check.
Oops. Nat 20.
20.
Yeah. I'm
I
not
don't
even
think
gonna
you
roll
can
that.
possibly beat that. So, you smashed him into the door. The door is now more like this, and how much damage do you think he takes from that ice?
At least like 7.
So,
Critical door.
he was the door man, and now he is Scooby-Dooed into the wall. And Quinn has made his presence into the room. This guy can't even really get out from the door unless he breaks it too.
Beautiful.
I've never seen a door be such a hassle before.
Using
Tactical door
as an
maneuvers.
effective. Yeah, exactly. That's my turn.
All right, well, I guess it's his turn next. He's gonna have to come out of the hole in the wall.
All right. Well. Yeah, considering he just got thrown to the door, I think that's what he's gonna do. So he's gonna kind of move around it. And yeah.
Oh, he moves around it. I get to smack him then.
Oh,
Well, the door is obstructing this.
I mean, he had to
Alright.
move like here-ish, even though.
I probably couldn't hit it. Never mind. I'll get other chances to smack people.
Now he's there, and considering you just kind of threw him into the wall, yeah, no, he's not happy with you, Quinn. So. Let's see. That is a 19.
That's a miss.
Ah. Alright. And these other two. One's gonna keep trying to hit Dalen, and the other is gonna try to hit Max. So.
Okay,
Well,
I'm going
that's-
to.
Hmm?
Which guy is hitting Dalen? Top or bottom?
This guy.
Okay, then I get to take an opportunity attack against him because of Sentinel.
Ah. Alright. Funny enough, he would have missed regardless here, but. Hey, check your oppie.
Sweet.
Because he got 9.
Ooh, that is good.
Alright, that does not hit.
Cool.
Okay.
Though, I mean, they're not wearing armor or anything. It's probably not too hard to hit him, but yeah, that doesn't. As for you, Max, I don't think that's gonna hit because that's. Oh my gosh. That's a 14.
It just barely misses him.
Oh,
Max is squishy.
well, they, all of them missed. Oh my gosh. Okay, Dalen.
Okay. Well, the flamethrower is not as useful anymore. Or well, would it hit Max if it went this way?
I don't think it would, because it would just be like this.
I guess. Yeah, I guess we
Wouldn't that
can
end
do
the
that.
thing?
So a
it's-
dex save again.
Like here-ish. Yes, it works, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
no, it could fire straight ahead, and
Yeah,
it
and
would
it-
not hit
it-
max.
Yeah, it hit like these tiles right here.
Boing.
Yeah, so just a dex save then, I guess.
Alright.
This is what happens when you pick a fight with an engineer.
That's an 18. And that's a 19.
Both pass and they take half, which is 4 damage.
Alright. And this guy. Don't counter. Okay. I don't know if we got anything else we can do or if that's it.
For the normal action, he will just try to bonk this one with a mace, I guess.
Alrighty.
That's a 9.
That's not hitting.
Yep, that is my turn, yeah.
Okay. Ferris.
Wait, do you still hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. To make this fast, I'm gonna use my free casting of Misty Step with Fey Touch to go here, and then I'm gonna use my action to dash, and then I'm gonna use my movement to get there.
Alright. All
I'll be
movement.
right back.
Okay.
Alright, Devin.
Okay. I'm
Is he
going to
gonna be
move
in the spot again where you're gonna
20, 25, 30 to here. I'm going to use my action to don my shield, and I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself. Because
Alright.
I am not wearing my armor right now. And that will be my
Man.
turn.
You don't sleep in your armor like me. Can't believe this.
When your body's made of armor.
back to
Alright.
Max.
Alright, he's a shank this guy.
Okay.
Wow, proficiency bonus is still only 2? Okay.
You are still pretty early in those levels.
Well, till next time.
22, yay!
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, how do I do... Okay, he probably only has a dagger on him right now. So, D4 plus...
You do not get sneak attack off this.
What? Why not?
Oh wait, no, excuse
Dalen
me.
is an ally.
Yeah, like Dalen's here.
Yeah.
He's
Why
got
did I think he was here?
Three
I'm sorry,
hours.
the icon is what made me rethink that.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is right. Yeah, this is right.
if it kills him, it's probably right.
16.
Alright. He's very bloody.
Wow, something that can survive a hit from Max. That's impressive.
Yeah,
He's
well,
not down.
his blood looks a little green.
Oh.
What the heck?
Yeah, so that's interesting. At least the floor is at least the rug's also green, so no one will know.
They
That's
might
not
notice
right.
the burning cloth.
Yeah, but they will notice the burning bed.
Which, speaking of, forgot to mention this last turn, but no, not that big. Yeah, there's a fire loose. And I don't need to drag a new one, I just need to copy this one, but smaller. It's starting to spread. How does this keep happening? This double duplicating. What?
All right.
I don't think Max had anything to do with bonus action, so Quinn.
Okay. You can split Oh wait, I'm not level 5. I keep thinking I'm level 5. Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. Alright,
If
I'll
you're
hit
gonna
those guys
say-
to my right.
It's treason then.
Thank you.
Okay, I got it. You're right. Go ahead.
Wow, I'm not rolling great now. 17. Sorry,
Yeah,
12.
12 does not hit.
Use the
'Kay.
door to block you.
Ah, the door. I will bonus action tunnel fighter, and that's my turn.
Okay. These guys again. Things aren't looking too great, but at this point it's a bit too late to do much else, so,
Dalen probably is still the biggest threat to him, considering he has a flamethrower going on.
yeah, I was gonna say, I think they're all just gonna target, I mean, Dalen was the original target, so they're gonna go for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then if they're all going from, then these two guys provoke opportunity attacks from me.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Does that change things, or?
No, it doesn't change anything.
Just do it.
Okay. This is why we have tunnel fighter. 16
That hits.
on the guy on the right. Gosh dang it. Keep doing this. And then on the guy on the bottom, that one.
That misses.
Alright. Okay, 7 damage on the guy to the right.
Okay. Let's get double digits. 15. And as for these three, let me just roll here. That first one is a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 10 damage.
Yep.
Second
He
one.
is looking very bad with 1 health.
Oh.
Oh,
Second one gets
gosh.
an 18.
I will shield that.
Okay. And the third one.
Ugh.
That's only a 13.
Okay. Oof.
Gosh. Welcome to the team. Die.
Welcome to the team. All right. Well, Dalen, it's your turn now.
Yeah, at this point, the fire's getting a little bit out of hand. I don't want to exacerbate the problem here, but
I don't want to make it worse, but
But fire go burr.
yeah, I mean that's my only that's the only good move I have right now, sadly. So I'm gonna do that bonus action again. So Dex saves again.
It may burn down the house, but it'll burn them with it.
Okay, deck saves. It's 17.
That passes.
Oh my gosh, it's a nat 20.
Okay, they both pass and they take 3 damage.
Oh. The bottom one is still holding on.
Dang it. I guess we'll bonk that one because he looks like he might fall over, so...
Yeah.
Nope,
Unfortunately, you miss. He
Yep.
ducks out of the way.
Yeah, I don't have any way to avoid the opportunity attack, so I'll just stay here for now.
Alright. Ferris.
Alright, I'm gonna run up, still buckling up with the toothbrush in my mouth. I'm gonna say, oh, well, first I'm gonna let out Luna. I'm gonna say, go out, Max! Well, it's all distorted, so...
The bat has arrived.
And it's gonna go help Max against this guy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run in at the front of the door. I'm Ferris Tyler. I'm here to save you. And I'm gonna twin dissonant whispers on this dude and this dude.
Okay.
All right. So they need to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh. Oh my gosh. That's a 6. And that's a 19.
Well, the 6 failed.
6 will be... I'm doing left to right to this guy.
The guy in front of the cannon is no longer ready to be in front of the cannon.
So they're going to take... Both of them are going to take 3d6. Well, one's going to be half. So, yeah, guy on the left will take 4, the guy on the right will take 2, but the guy on the left has to run away as a reaction.
Is he able to?
Remember
Sure
you
he can,
mentioned a
I'm just
window?
gonna hit him.
He's gonna jump out the window.
He's jumping out the window.
Well,
Okay, well, I get an oppy, so he might not even get to do that.
and so does
yeah.
Max.
Yeah, you have your third.
Wait,
Oh
did I-
yay, I
did
get
I update-
obbies.
Did I update this guy's health?
22.
I did.
He doesn't get to jump out the window. He has 0 speed.
Oh my gosh.
Do I still get the oppy, or does it not proc because he?
He will not,
Okay.
because he didn't have the opportunity to try to leave your area.
Dang, sorry, Max.
It's okay. I get to do
Yeah.
something funny if he stays where he is.
9 damage.
Still up, but also starting to drip that green-looking blood.
Okay, and that's my turn.
All right.
I see you guys have decided to make it as hard as possible for me to intervene.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just push Ferris out of the way.
Oh my gosh.
Just break the wall open.
20, 25, 30. Yeah, I guess I still don't really know what's going on in there. I can hear stuff that doesn't sound good. I guess as long as I'm approaching and let's see.
I mean, at this point, there's probably smoke coming out of the room.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna dash. Which would allow me to just barely make it to here. And yeah, that is going to be my turn.
All right. Max.
Alright.
Somebody care to explain to me why this room is on fire?
I didn't
You
do
say
it.
to this guy who's like being beat to a pulp almost on the floor.
Okay, so what kind of action does it take to grab bed sheets?
That's an object.
Yeah, I guess it'd be an object interaction. It's more what you want to do with it afterwards.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, assuming this works, I'm going to bonus action disengage, run over here, grab the bed sheets, pull them back over, and drag them over these two guys.
Oh my goodness!
All right. Sleight of hand.
Does this count towards being helped by Luna?
Minimum
this
sleight of
is
hand
like-
roll is a 14.
This is like
You will have
Wait.
to roll.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's not a 14. I'm just bad at math.
This is basically an improvised
Nice.
weapon.
Hang on, I'm thinking.
This is Max going unhinged.
28.
Yes.
I don't think there's a way they could avoid this, so yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They are effectively blinded and on fire.
Oh baby, we love the blind condition.
So for the sake of it, I guess we'll just move these over here because it's the bed sheets that are on fire.
I can't believe this.
All right, Quinn.
We have fun on this channel.
Yeah. Quinn's gonna yell, "Ferris, catch!" And I'm going to use my bonus action to shove Dalen 15 feet behind me. So I'll just grab him by the scuff and just throw him backwards.
Yeah. I
5,
was gonna
10, 15.
brace myself.
Dalen, if you want to resist, you can, but...
No, I don't think he can at this point. He has like one health.
Okay.
Hey,
I
guess
throw
what
him
though?
back.
You did collide with another player's space. No, I'm not gonna be that mean.
Save, like brushing. You've been saved by the Ferris 4. Do you have anywhere I could spit some of this stuff?
On the floor? Question mark.
Alright, and then I'll take a swing at this bozo to the right. 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Six damage.
Gotcha.
And then I will take a step back to cover the door. I'll take the Oppie.
I mean, they're both blinded by the fact there's a blanket on right now.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, that's my turn.
Well, I guess it's their time to take some damage from being under the fire.
Yep.
So,
Let's see.
Max, would you like to roll a 2d4?
I would like to roll a 2d4, thank you. 7 fire damage.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so, well, it's one for each of them. So the guy on top takes 4, the guy on bottom takes 3.
Oh wait. That actually.
Does that take him out?
The bottom one is gone.
Yeah, you just... Under the sheets, the figure that was once there is no more. It just covers over something that used to be there.
The one on top, however, is now trying to get out of this blanket. And I mean, it's not like you wrapped him in it. You just kind of threw this over both of them pretty quickly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just going to throw this off this point, and
There's a giant dragon there now.
yeah, there is. The situation is not great. He's gonna disengage.
Dang it.
And 5, 10, 15. He's gonna go for the
Me.
window.
He won't be able to go through the window. I think it would take an action to bust it open.
Oh, you're right.
I would think at least some of that would be difficult terrain.
Well, it's only 15 movement, so even if it was difficult, it'd be his full 30.
So 10, 20. At least getting to here would probably be like difficult.
Climbing on the chests, running up the bed.
And he disengaged. I mean, it can be argued he's just gonna dive through it.
He takes the dash action to go through the window.
Well, he can't because he used it.
He used disengage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. That leaves this guy, right?
It does.
He might dash through the window.
He's gonna
Unless
do that,
Quinn says
actually,
you don't
yes.
Quinn
That's-
says you don't
Okay,
get to move.
Offie.
Assuming he doesn't get offied.
I don't care what you do. I always get my Oppie. Unless I miss. He can have
No,
his Oppie.
he's
Use
going.
the door again.
He's going for it, and he's dashing, and he's getting out of there.
That dang door.
And,
Breaking through the window.
does this other guy actually have remaining movement? Let's see.
Probably
he
takes
was
like
there.
1 damage from the glass.
Yeah. So let's see, that was 10, 15, 20.
I mean, are they allowed to break up movement between each other's turns?
Yeah, it's kind of fair here. The way I'm doing this is a little cheaty, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well,
Pushes
he's still
the
there.
other guy out of the way and just dives through the window.
Yeah. I'll roll a d4 for glass damage. That doesn't count. It hit the cord. It's the same number, though. It takes 3 damage from the glass. And the other guy is now stuck here. So the guy that got out of the window is now about to just start booking it.
And yeah, Dalen, that's it's your turn now.
Yeah, Dalen will move to the side so he's not in the way,
Alright.
and he will just say thank you to Ferris, and then he will. I guess he will move the flamethrower. Give me a second. Because I forget how far it can move.
I believe 15 feet.
I believe so.
It's gonna come ahead and kill this guy.
Yes. Okay. So he will take the cannon and just move it over here as like another gout of flame just busts through the window here.
Oh my
Well, we
god.
said that the chest was difficult terrain, so you could probably only get up to here.
Unless he goes like this.
Well, the distance is still 15 feet. And this isn't moving,
5,
right?
10, 15. I mean, the cannon can move?
Yeah, as part of the same bonus action, you can direct the cannon to walk or climb up to 15 feet in an unoccupied space.
Okay.
Oh, it can climb? Okay, then.
Yes, if it has legs, it can climb.
Okay.
Well, that's gonna fuel these guys' nightmares.
Gosh. This actually...
This
I'm
is
like-
turning into like one of those action movies where the guy's like jumping out the window as the explosion's like ricketing behind.
I mean,
Right
this
to
guy
the
right here turns into slag.
And the other
Does
one...
this guy put out the fire when he turns into slag?
I mean...
You put the blanket on top of him, so
Okay.
no.
Yeah, the blanket itself is still on fire. As for the other guy, I actually have to roll this for the dex. That's pitiful. That's a 1. So he takes full damage
Yes,
from that.
they take. Yeah, they take 9 damage.
Yeah, he's at
There's
36.
no way.
He
All
seems
of
like
them
he's
were at
on
36.
the last bit of his resolve.
That was actually exact. He too starts to turn to slag.
Okay. And yeah, he'll just say to Varys, sorry for the fire. Please just put that out.
Oh, you see, the thing is, I'm good at causing fires. I'm not so good at putting them out.
Yeah.
If there's any part of the rug that is not yet on fire, Max will just grab that and then fold the rug over on itself.
Right.
Okay, yeah. You'll be able to put all the fires and things out. And for now you have relative peace, but
Aside
there's
from the
more
fact that
of this green slag in front of you.
and
And also
Dalen,
Val
your
comes down the
room,
hall and says, "Hey guys, what are we doing? Why does it smell
Idiot,
like
we
smoke?"
needed one of them alive.
Yeah, I was hoping you let one of them go so we could follow him.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't thinking about that right now, as he has like
Don't worry,
three.
don't worry about it. If you hadn't killed him, I probably would have.
I also don't particularly appreciate the rest of you jamming us in a burning room.
Hey, I didn't do it.
Yes,
You
you
did.
did.
You were the one who decided to run into the burning room. You could have stayed outside. We appreciate the help either way, though.
May I pass?
Oh, certainly.
Is the fire completely extinguished?
at this
Yeah,
point,
Max,
yes.
Max got it. The sheets are probably ruined, but
The sheets are ruined. The bed is a mess. The room in
The
general is a
window
mess.
is broken.
Oh. Did you put a deposit on this room? I don't think you're getting it back.
Should go
Yeah, I
discuss
don't
what
think
just
so
happened
either.
over in our rooms.
Yes, that's a good idea.
It's as we're walking
What?
to our room.
Do you guys knows what those things were? Cause I remember seeing those guys on. They were working on ships at the dock, but
yeah,
I
Val
don't
is
think they were made of whatever that is.
It's unfortunate we don't have any bodies to examine now, isn't it?
Well, it wouldn't have mattered because if we cut them open, they just turn into goo.
Whatever, I should stop dwelling on this. I'm assuming we're in one of our rooms now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Val definitely.
Does Devin have the mask on?
He just barely got out of bed. He didn't have time to grab it.
Okay. Just checking.
But yeah, Val stayed behind to like study, touch the goo and stuff before returning back to you guys.
What Dalen would do, he would spend 1 minute to create a set of alchemist tools, I think, and he'd pick up some of the goo and then try to use the alchemist tools to cast. Oh, sorry, I don't have the component for identify. Never mind. But I guess we can just collect some of the goo. I don't know.
I passed
Yeah.
the receptionist too. I'm like, I think we're gonna need room service on the second room on the bottom.
And well, it's like night at this point. There is not a receptionist.
There's no receptionist at an inn at night.
Yeah. Yeah, but you could pull the proverbial fire alarm.
Well, the fire's gone, so we don't really need the alarm anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Taylor looks at the fire alarm.
I think it's better that we don't for now. We can confirm what to do before we do that.
All right.
But yeah, Dalen will walk over with them to their room just so he can ask them, like, if they know anything about those things, except that they're made of goo.
Not really. We've seen it before. I just heard there was a scuffle from all the way over here and went over and people were trying to beat you up. So we tried to stop them.
You're
I
quite
think we
lucky.
got off on the wrong foot. So, you mentioned you saw those guys before somewhere?
Yeah, we were contracted to repair some ships, and the ships were delivering some shipments of fruits and sugar and apparently salt, even though those shipments seemed to disappear for some reason, but no one else knew anything about it, so I didn't look further into it.
Are you sure it was actually salt and not some other substance?
Well, not really, since the shipments were gone. I couldn't find anything.
You have any idea what those thugs wanted from you?
Well, they said something about that I stole something, but I have no idea, honestly. Unless those two events are connected somehow, well, those shipments might have been somehow connected, but I wouldn't know.
Weird
So it was
question, but you wouldn't have happened to drink some sort of a energy drink at some point?
Or I suppose the
not
better question is you didn't happen to see them with any, did you?
Well, now that you mention it, they did offer me one of those, and I did drink it, but nothing seems to have happened to me. So I'm supposing they did drink theirs. I don't know.
Yeah, you saw them drink.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're not turning into mulch, are you?
He kind of like looks over himself very concernedly.
Do you
Does
happen
he-
to have
does
any
he
of
have
it
a-
on you?
Yeah, I guess he would keep a can of it, just because. I don't know.
Alright. With it around...
He didn't think much of it at the time, so yeah, he would just bring it over.
If it's still around, I would like to try casting Detect Poison and Disease again.
All right. It does not seem there's anything nefarious in the drink.
I'm not sensing anything from it.
Did they invite you to come to a party or some sort of a social gathering?
Yes, actually, yeah, but I told them maybe only tomorrow because I wanted to look for more work. Like I'm here to try and gather up some money for now, and try and leave this world at some point. But when that time comes, it'll come, I guess.
Well, I think we're going to attend a party then.
Yes, I'm starting to think that the drinks might be fine, but it's the parties that are what's causing people to disappear.
Max nods, and I'm assuming Dalen still has like a bloody nose from when they were beating him up, and his blood is still red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his blood's still red, so I don't think that it turns you into goo monsters.
Well, it might just be something you have to drink a lot of before it happens.
That's also a possibility, but Max and I were pretty sure that people are being replaced by these things. We found out that one of the academy students was allergic to peas, and yet he was found with peas in his room, which would suggest that it's not actually him, but someone taking his place.
That 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 would that would make sense with what happened right now. Yeah.
You said you just got into town. Is there any other reason you can think of they might want you other than supposedly stealing something from them?
No, not necessarily.
Maybe they wanted to replace him too.
I thought Rudolph and Perrin were the two that died yesterday, right?
Well, Perrin was one of the goopified ones.
And Rudolph was Randolph.
Randolph, yeah.
Randolph was killed, yes.
So what if Randolph shows up to the party again? Whoever did it might think he survived the altercation, maybe, and try to do it again.
But Randolph is dead.
Yes, but I have the cunning mastery of illusions on my side, my friend. And I can disguise myself as Randolph.
I think I see where you're going, but they did expressly kill him themselves. If you came in looking like him, there's a good chance that they would just stab you on the spot to finish off what they started.
Well, the thing is, like, the party seems to be a public event with people like our friend here going. They wouldn't just stab someone out in the blue. There seems to be some sort of process, right?
Oh, of course they wouldn't stab you in the blue. They would quietly take you aside for a conversation, and then your throat would be slit.
I assume they wanted to just knock me out and take me somewhere else, if your theories are correct.
Yeah. The point is, I will act as bait with the knowledge that these guys will probably want to kill me. So that's just a cog in the wheel. I mean, we can plan a little more around this. But this party seems to be the best lead we have.
You hear grape bait.
Yes, great bait. No one heard that, though.
And Val says, I think we might want to check with Professor Drawers, the Earth Professor.
Ugh.
Yes,
You think
yes.
these things are connected to Earth magic?
Well, they seem like moss or a plant of some kind. I've seen something like this before. It was a carnivorous plant I met a bit after Ferris was gone.
Hold on, what's reminiscent of plants?
What they leave behind, it seems like it's a plant-like substance, either secreted by one or a full entity itself. They might be plants to begin with.
Meanwhile, screaming inside of Doc's head, slime molds aren't plants.
Did anyone grab a sample of the remains?
Yeah, Dalen will also pull out some alchemist tools with the goo inside.
Well, if we have to, we can take a trip to the academy and have it checked out.
I know this is a weird question. Does anyone have a precious pearl by any chance?
I have a pearl of power.
Would that count for identify? I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's worth 100 gold at least, and it's a pearl.
I guess? Question mark.
Does identify consume it though?
No.
No.
Uh,
I love the idea of focusing magic through a magically enchanted item.
uh, yeah, it is a pearl. So
Yeah, it is a literal pearl, so yeah, sure.
Alright, then Dalen will use the pearl and sorry, ask for the pearl to try and cast identify because Ferris probably knows what it is.
Oh, better get it back.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanna cast the spell.
My bat has been trying to eat it too, thinking it's a grape.
Shiny grape. Shiny.
Alright. So you cast Identify on the sludge.
Yeah, just try and see if we can get anything out of it, but if not, then you know, no
Let's see.
waste there.
Identify. It was not created by a spell or affected by a spell.
Okay. Yeah, then I will just infer that there's nothing magical about them. It's, as they say, it's probably something natural, like a plant. And I will hand back the pearl.
So what I guess we can infer from that is they're plants that mimic humanoids?
Val shrugs. It's possible. That's what it appears to be, but that would be far removed from the carnivorous plant I took out. I just noticed that they seem to be made of a similar material.
If you do identify on the drink, does that reveal anything?
It is also mundane.
My theory would be there's some kind of master plan that's distributing spores, as to say, but we would really need to ask an expert on that.
Everyone looks at Val.
Oh yeah.
I guess she would be like, I mean, I wasn't the same since I'd fought the plant, but I don't think that there's spores. I make a few in combat from time to time, but I don't think they've had anything like that.
But what if that's what the drinks or whatever they do at the parties, I guess, and something is about going on there. Well,
Another way to look at it is carnivorous plants usually have some sort of a lure or bait for their victims.
Like a
Yeah.
Fruit,
party.
like the fruits or the parties.
But mine was the one I fought was just the one, and it didn't look like a person at all.
Now that you mention it, didn't we fight trees and we didn't get an explanation as to why we fought trees?
That's true. Though, if you remember your studies, Ferris, this world, it has always been overgrown with trees, and some of them have gained awakenedness over time.
Well, I knew that, of course. I was just, that could be connected, right? It's living trees and plant people.
Dalen shrugs.
Well, when is this party?
They mentioned, if I remember correctly, they mentioned tomorrow they would not be working, so they would go to a party. I don't remember where though exactly.
Yeah, they said they would take you there. They did not specify a location.
Oh yeah.
Do
Was
we
it-
know where the college students were going exactly?
You just knew that they were going, like, either towards the center of town or perhaps the northern side of Amaranth.
But wasn't there like an actual party at McWandle's where they were handing this stuff out?
Yeah. Yes, there have been parties at McWandle's. You guys have seen them multiple times.
Well, maybe we should, well, what I propose is it seems a lot of this stuff goes on during the night, so perhaps we should, adjust our schedules so we can prowl during the night rather than, run and fall asleep and next to garbage.
Hey,
He wasn't calling you garbage.
something fell asleep next to me then?
Well, I wasn't there. I wouldn't know.
Well,
Well, it is
do-
night right now.
Yeah, but Dalen really isn't in any condition to be doing anything.
Do you think you could patch him up a bit, Val?
Let me look at her stat block.
She has that Healy staff.
Yep.
I can
Does she have
try
good
to.
berries?
Yeah, she has cure wounds. Let's see. Cure wounds is D8 plus that.
I also have a few potions. I don't know if we want to.
Yeah. And her wisdom is what, 4? Yeah, 4. So I'll have her cast 2 on you, so that's 22 HP.
Dang.
Is that
that's pretty good.
sufficient?
I am almost full.
How far are you from full?
23 out of 31.
It's about 9.
Yeah. Are we
Alright.
planning on fighting stuff today?
I mean, we could just stake out McWandles and then just go to sleep and talk to Professor George tomorrow.
Yeah. You
Is
could
it
take a little short rest, I guess.
All right, that would help. But yeah, with Val's healing, he's probably looking a lot better. He would ask, do we cause a scene by triggering the fire alarm, or do we try to somehow do it more subtly?
They'll figure it out when they see it.
Yeah, I mean, someone broke through the window, obviously, so.
I think we can just leave it for them to clean up in the morning.
They are going to ask all of us about this. You know that, right?
Well, they might just ask Dalen about it. It was his room. There's no evidence that the rest of us were there.
Yeah, there's evidence that we were checked into the inn at the time.
Yeah, they might ask us about it then, I guess.
I mean,
guess
there's
we can
more
just say
guess
what
than just
happened.
us.
Yeah. We need not go in too much detail. Some guys broke in, beat him up, and made a mess of the room.
And we beat
Well,
them up,
they-
and then they turned into goo.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that second part's
Dylan-
the too much information part.
Dalen will look if there's like any sort of like bell or anything on the counter.
I'm like, there is, but there's like no one working right now.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll take a short rest and see if anyone shows up. I guess Dalen will do it in the hallway, just so if anyone does show up, that he can talk to them. But that's about it, I think.
Yeah, I'll go over and sit there too and small chat. Like, just make sure you tell them the Ferris 4 saved you, alright?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Um,
We'll roll the hit
If
dice.
we're gonna be doing the short rest, I'm gonna go ahead and use Harness Divine Power and regain one of my spell slots that I spent, and then I'll regain the other one after the short rest.
Yeah.
And I'll get my Channel Divinity back on the short rest.
And I'll get my sorcery point back.
Like,
I'll get
Right.
7 HP back. That's
Yeah.
fine.
did you even use a spell slot, Ferris?
I used one to twin Dissonant Whispers. I didn't use a spell slot, though.
Yeah, couldn't you remake it with this spell slot and get 2 sorcery points back?
What do you mean? Well,
Because you get half your level on a short rest, which is 2, and then it costs 2 to remake a first level spell slot, right?
I didn't use any spell slots, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's efficient.
Yeah.
Alright, well, roll your hit dice, everyone, if you wish.
No, I didn't bleed any.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. All right, the hour has passed, and Val says, "All right, are we ready?"
Yeah.
It is we're gonna get
I
anyway.
guess so.
All right, so you all head out towards McWandle's, and the place is completely dark.
Oh, I thought we were going to the... Yeah, okay, so...
We don't know where the other place is, yeah.
The plan
Do we
was
wanna
to
go
stake out
inside?
McWandles at night, taking alternating shifts, and then go to the Earth School in the morning, right?
I mean, if you want, we could just go inside and look for information. Maybe there's like an invitation to the party or something.
Do you want Randolph to make an appearance to provoke something? Because they're gonna be all dodgy. We've tried this approach before. They're gonna be all dodgy. They're gonna say no, 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 no. We need something to happen.
Was
I should-
anyone even in there?
I should
Most people
point
do
out
go
it,
home at night.
yeah, so it looks pitch black in there, and this is the time that you saw them in there last time.
No.
Interesting. It's either specifically in a different place every time for each person, or they are somewhere else for some reason. I wouldn't know.
Well,
Wait a second.
if I remember what you guys told me, they partied here for several days while you were here, right?
Yes.
In a row.
Luna, go look into there.
Keep grapes inside.
There might be grapes inside. Yes, yes.
All right, so Luna goes up to the windows. It was locked up, as a business would, so there's like no openings. But
I mean, Max can fix that. Do you guys
Yeah.
want him to pick in?
I'm
Alright.
gonna go into her senses and using her blind sight, I'm gonna look around.
All right, how far is your blind sight?
Let's see. 60 feet.
Phew. Yeah, you can probably see if not into the middle of the room from window to window, depending on
Yeah.
how big it is.
Yeah, is there anything going on in there?
There is no movement going on in there.
Doesn't seem like anyone's in there. Maybe there's a basement?
Does the place look abandoned?
Does it?
Well, it depends on your definition of abandoned.
Well, I think what he means is like, does it look like stuff has been stripped bare and left behind, or does it just look like they're closed?
It just looks like they're closed.
No, it doesn't look abandoned.
Well,
Do you want to
do
go
you wanna-
inside?
Well, like I said, there might be like an invitation in there or something.
I would
Or-
rather not get us at risk of being further investigated by the police. But if you really think this will help, I'm not going to stop you.
well, there's a
what-
simple way to deal with the police. Not getting caught.
Well, what I can do is I could just send Luna inside, and I mean, they're not going to arrest a bat.
Go ahead
Up
and
to
open
you.
up the place, Max.
Okay.
Max is gonna look around to make sure no one's gonna see him do this.
So, are you picking the door or are you trying to pick the window?
Probably a window would be better for
'Cause-
Luna.
The
Yeah.
window is like latched on the inside.
Oh well, I guess we gotta do the door then.
Hmm.
Unless, is it one of those windows that you can slide up?
Yeah.
He might be
Like
able
you
to
could do,
the
you might
latch.
be able to poke the latch open. It just will be more difficult.
Or
I don't see any reason not to try.
can I just like poof the familiar away and then just put it inside?
I'm like, no, but you could vortex warper in there.
No, it's with find familiar. You can get it through a door if you wanted to. You could summon it on the other side of a door.
Do you need a line of sight?
No.
I mean, if it says you can do it on the other side of a door, you can do it on the other side of the door.
All right. So I'll go close to the window and just poof her inside.
All right.
And,
She is in.
Investigation mode. Batman.
perhaps more accurately, just bat.
Make
Na
your
na 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 na
investigation
na na
check.
na 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 bat.
You are using your
Familiar stats.
yeah.
All right.
You're using her senses.
Yeah, this isn't foolproof. I'll get screwed over if there's like a door or anything. All right,
But
so
there are grapes. You will find them.
oh boy, -4. I like have to get a nat 20 for this to be anything decent. 11.
So as you scan around, it really does look like it's normally closed up. There are some of those drinks left stored away, as you would expect them to be in like their little magical coolers and things. But all the chairs are stacked together nicely. The registers put together nicely as well. Everything seems fine in this room.
Are there any suspicious items lying about?
There aren't any items lying about.
Oh,
Well,
so
except
it's
for there's the table, like the table condiments. There's pepper and cinnamon. No salt though.
Okay, using my super bat hearing now, do I hear any noises coming from like below?
If you were, if you did, I would have told you.
Okay. Yeah. I relay to the as I'm like closing my eyes and I say I don't see anything in there.
I guess it's another dead end then.
Yeah, get back here. Then I'm gonna poof her back.
Okay.
Yeah, dismiss it.
You have reacquired 1 bet.
So, did you find anything, or
No, it was empty.
was
Looks
there
like-
anything missing?
Well, besides the people, I didn't really see anything missing. It's like they're closed.
Did they use anything to make the drinks before, or?
Do I recall them? I recall them just handing them out, right? They were in like
Yeah.
coolers and stuff. Right?
You do know that the owner of this joint did claim that he made them his own. Carl claimed he made them.
Yeah.
He didn't
Oh, yeah.
say he made them here.
Well, I couldn't find any paper trail or anything, but yeah, there was just nothing in there at all.
Then yeah, we probably have nothing to go on currently. We should probably just try the professor tomorrow if you can get us there.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah, maybe we'll run into Professor Orafor tomorrow too, Ferris.
Look, I'm just I don't want to go there, but I keep getting dragged there, and look, we're gonna find out if there's any plant monsters being made, and that's it.
Oh, I think he would like to see you. He liked you.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so are you gonna let time roll over so we can talk to Professor Drawers then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would that mean a long rest?
Yes, it would. Get your misty step back.
And my dissonant whispers.
All my crafty short rest resource manipulation wasted.
You'll get it next time. All right, but yeah. The
I'm
next
good.
day.
I'm gonna put Phantasmal Force in the book as well.
Oh yeah, I was gonna swap out some of my spells.
Yeah, so you guys, for the sake of time, they asked, you know, Dalen like the basic questions about what happened to your room and all that stuff. And you're like, yeah, people attacked it. You got reimbursed for the night stay and free breakfast, which isn't normally part of your ordeal. So you get 1 gold for that, Matt.
All right.
So even though you stay here for free normally.
Actually, I'm gonna put Orb of Memories in the book instead.
Interesting.
All right.
Check what that does.
And yeah, they asked everyone else about what they saw or heard, and I'm going to assume that you said whatever to get them off your backs.
Yeah.
We were sleeping, go away. But yeah, you're back on campus for the, I think, 3rd time now. Much to someone's disgruntlement. And Val just takes in a deep breath and says, "Oh, there's nothing like home."
Yeah.
Pretty impressive structural design, I must admit.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Well, I mean, every form of magic helped in construction of its own building. All the pillars are made out of their different forms of magic to show just what was possible. Even Tempest. It's actually held up by water pressure. It's so interesting.
Huh. Yeah, that is very interesting, actually.
But you eventually make your way to the Earth School, and you go inside to see this tall, lanky man who has the face of permanent frustration on him, talking to one of these talking to a student and casting like a little spell like thaumaturgy. And he turns around and he says, "Ah, it's Val. Oh, I see you brought a bunch of friends here, and I think I've heard about you in the back. But what can I do for you? I've been busy this fine month, doing some private tutoring."
What do you know about goo?
Goo?
Specifically, people who are monsters that turn into goo
When they die.
when they die.
I think you might be looking for Edna, the spirit school teacher. This sounds like necromancy.
What my? Yes, and I'll pull out the vial of the goo and be like, I think my friends we're asking if you could look at this for us. We believe it's some sort of plant biomass.
He takes a look in there, rubs it between his fingers, and he says, "Well, it seems perfectly natural."
Yeah, that used to look like a person.
A person being a plant, or a plant being a person?
I mean, it just looked like a normal person.
They appeared in my room and started attacking me, even though we had a friendly conversation earlier that day. So I think they were just imitating their appearance, but not sure.
Perhaps these plants are more like chameleons in that fact, then.
Called it.
Can change their appearance to look whatever like they want, and then disappear without a trace.
Well,
Sounds more like
there's
a
a trace.
cephalopod than a chameleon.
Well, fair enough.
So is there anything else you can tell us about it?
Everyone do an insight check.
All right.
$14.
4.
1.
15.
16.
All right. So, what you can gather while you're asking this information is he seems to be getting more annoyed the more you push him, as if he doesn't like what you're saying.
I have a
He-
feeling only Quinn infers this. Well,
yeah, I'd probably just be our two high-end boys here.
I mean, high whiz.
I have 0 whiz. I just got lucky.
I have
Yeah.
+1.
Yeah, he's got int. Quinn does, I mean. That's why I said high int boys.
Oh.
But yeah, he says, no, I'm afraid that there is not much more I can help you than determine that the nature of this plant seems to be that it changes rather rapidly. It could even be from another world here. Perhaps Mushu?
Oh, great.
oh, not there.
Well,
Has anyone heard of this before in some other place? I haven't heard about this anywhere else than here.
No, but Mushu keeps so much under lock and key, anything could come from there. There are many rumors. We also know that they have some shady businessmen out there that could smuggle something like this where they want it to be.
But that just seems assumptuous.
They've been
I
stealing
think.
our salt shipments, oddly enough.
Wait, Mushu's been stealing your salt shipments?
We can only assume that that's where the trade comes from, and it never arrives.
but doesn't all of your trade come through Mushu?
And Val pipes up, actually, I thought we got our own salt from the mountains to the southeast. Well, yes, but the imported salt is much more profitable. It's less dangerous than that mountain. We closed it down while you were on your exchange term. Ah.
I see. And are you sure there's nothing else you'd like to tell us, Professor?
I would love to tell you more, but that is all I know. I would suspect you would need to look outside of this world to find the answers you're looking for. Besides, it might be of the best interest for one of you anyway.
What do you mean by that?
You know about calling AFK at the right time. Yeah.
Whoops. To eat up time for him to get back, while they're talking, Max is kind of scooted off to the side to this student that he was mentoring, and he's gonna say to the student,
Hey, have you heard of any like big parties that are going on around here?
Oh well, I don't go to parties. I'm too young. Mom and
Oh, I
Dad
know.
say that they're loud and it will ruin my ears forever.
Yeah, kinda. But I didn't ask if you were going. I asked if you'd heard of any. Like, were
Oh,
there any like uh students that you know, the ones that cause trouble and go and party all night, and then they're too tired to really do anything and they get bad grades?
oh, those are all of the older kids. They like to go to the place across the street. Mom and Dad said I can't go there either because it's boisterous.
You mean McWandles?
Yeah, they don't want me to go there. McWandles is full of boisterous boys.
Oh, okay.
"That's all I got."
Good. So while Max doing that, Quinn will ask the professor. Well, thank you for the information, Professor. One last one. We were attacked by a couple of trees a few days ago. Do you know what would have upset them or why they would have been aggressive like that?
Well, normally we don't have awakened trees inside of Amaranth. At least not outside of designated locales. Perhaps they just escaped one of those locations.
Well, they were all in the what was the lake? Or pond. Yeah, the pond. I think it was on campus grounds, actually. Yeah, yeah.
And he looks at Val and he's like,
Yeah.
She shakes her head. No, those aren't on grounds.
Oh. Never mind.
Well, I could tell you what spell was used to create them, but why they were there is another question. Seems that there is more than one mystery afoot here. Though I feel like the second I could get you a better answer after conducting my own study.
What spell was used?
I believe that the spell used is one that awakens plants. It takes some time to do this thing. However, there's a few other special modifications that you can do to make them a bit more mobile than they would normally be.
And who's in charge of that school of magic here again?
He narrows his eyes at you.
Oh, yeah, it's you.
What are you implying?
Oh, nothing. I was just curious.
Yes. Well, I do believe that this conversation has run its course then. I must get back to my student now. My real student. I'll see you next semester, Valerie.
One more question though, would there, if these plants would actually be similar to a chameleon, would there be one that controls them in a way?
The possibility exists as much as there is one for a wizard to be controlling them himself.
Fair enough.
Alright, do you leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we will take our leave then.
Alright, Val will be like, Why are you so rude to Professor Drawers?
I wasn't rude. I was just making a point. Think about it for a second.
While they're talking, Dalen would use Thieves' Cant, and he would ask basically towards Max that if he knows how to use it.
And Max says, "Oh, you can do it too."
Yeah, in Thieves' Cant he will just say like, yes, I can, but I want to keep this between us because the walls might have ears.
Max nods real fast, and he just Thieves Cant's back. Yeah, okay, big secret, got it.
And he will just say that the professor seems highly unnerved by us asking that, but it might be just because he's the professor that's responsible for that kind of knowledge, or he might be hiding something, but I don't know how we would find it out.
I think he was just annoyed by us.
Maybe.
I think he was annoyed, but I don't trust him.
Yeah, you're not able to understand his conversation.
Oh, are you
These
guys
two
still
are
Thieves'
speaking
Cant?
using Thieves' Cant.
They're Thieves' Canting.
I thought they
They're just looking
stopped.
at these two just making hand signals at each other.
Sorry, I thought they finished. That's my bad.
Yeah, okay, after that we would probably
say
stop.
to Ferris and Thurgeon, we can do that too.
Yeah. Well, we don't even really know they're doing it, right?
Well, no, they're doing hand signals, so she knows that they're talking to each other in a weird way. So she'll be talking to you in your father's tongue.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Yes. Well, I'm just trying to. You gotta grill them sometimes. Like I said, like you're never gonna make progress if we're just all complacent and wishy-washy. He might be innocent, who knows? But he might be our culprit.
But why would he kill his own students?
He's a mage, Val.
You're a mage.
Yeah, that we do crazy stuff.
You kill people?
Yes, well, have you not been around me? I've killed several people. Everyone here, especially Max over there, he's killed way more than me.
You
Meanwhile,
don't
Max
kill...
is innocently making hand gestures.
Yeah, he just gets pointed at, probably waves.
Big smile, waves, goes back to Thieves' Canting.
Yeah, but we kill the villainous, not the innocent. These students are innocent.
Well, mages are known for weird experiments, and some of them require sacrifices, as the more nefarious ones claim. And they're doing it for the good of the world all the time. Like, I'm willing to put some money that when we find who's responsible for this, they're gonna give the excuse it was for the betterment or the ends justify the means or something stupid like that.
I don't think
imagine.
any populace will ever be justifying the means of your business.
The point is that's the claim they're gonna make.
Yeah. So how much gold do you want to put on that, Val?
I'll put 50.
All right. I'm gonna put 50. That he's gonna say something along, or he or she, whatever, is gonna say something along the lines of "the ends justify the means" or "it was necessary." You know what I'm saying? I put my hand out for a shake.
She shakes it, and I guess we can go back to the hand signal conversation.
Did you have anything else specific, Matt?
Not really. He would just reply as the last message that it seems a lot more complex and premeditated.
Yeah, obviously something going on here. I mean, we're looking all over and we can't find anything. So they're covering their tracks pretty well. Doing all of the secret stuff. Where'd you learn sign language, by the way?
He will. Well, back home, but that's. That's better saved for later when we have time to.
Oh, okay.
You know.
It's just going to be looking between the sign language people and the druid people, or whatever they're speaking, and just look at them and be like, I think we need to invent our own secret language.
Devin is going to respond in Valencian. We already have one.
Oh yeah.
When did you speak Valencian?
So we
Since I
have
started
three
hanging
different
out with you.
We have three different conversations going on.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh yeah, you'll leave me out? Then fine, I'll leave you out.
But yeah, I think we're done thieves canting now.
Yeah. You walk up to the moon school, and Val stops in front of it and says, I should probably get this taken care of, though. And she goes into the moon school. This was the school that you practiced at, Ferris.
Yeah.
Bye, Val.
Do you follow her, or just leave her to her own devices?
I'm probably gonna follow.
All right, so you go inside, and you see your old professor. He's a pig, so he's native to this world, like Val is, and he looks like he's planning out his next semester when she walks in and like pulls up a chair and says, "Unfortunately, oh hi Ferris, it didn't work out. I wasn't able to get it."
Yes.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yes, hi.
Sorry to hear that, Miss Ruel, but it's tell me what you can. It's good to see you too as well, Ferris. I assume that your skills have only grown more capable since we last met. You always had raw talent.
Of course. It's natural you'd recognize that, but we're here on business, unfortunately.
He smiles. Oh, you've been working together then.
Here and there, yes.
Yeah. Val says, the orb from the academy that was taken was eventually taken off world instead, and well, I worked with the witch doctors and they helped me get back here, but they also started doing some strange things. I think one of them was an expellee from our academy for experimenting with putting spirits into people. They created an altar of some kind to do this, using materials we brought them, no less. Kind of like puts his hand on hers and he says, well, it's good that you got out of that situation. Did it seem like they were forcing it on anyone? No, but forcing spirits into people can't be good for you either. Probably not. But I'm glad that you're safe. Do you know anything of these witch doctors, Ferris? Anything to add?
Oh yes. Well, they attacked us at a sort of a ziggurat-like place, and they appeared to be possessed by something, and it seemed like a lot of necromancy was at afoot.
Well, I would definitely advise staying away from Skull Island, although I know that that might be difficult.
Oh, certainly, yeah. Well, it's really the only place I got right now.
Yes. By the way, did Professor Dror seem off to either of you?
Yeah.
He, Dalen would pipe up. Yeah, that. Yeah, he
You
seemed
coming with
very.
him too?
Oh, sorry. I thought we were all there. Sorry.
No, they're inside of the school.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Why do you ask?
And he actually, I think there's a spell for this. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called right now, but he casts a spell that is a pretty good illusion spell that makes it so no one can hear the conversation you're saying. I know it's
Detection.
no, it's one of the prestige ones. Anyway, he casts that spell and he says, "There, just for extra security." The professor has been accruing more and more private lessons with more and more students, and it seems rather odd, to the point that almost all of the students that I can think of he has during the summer has visited him at least once on this break. And I know that there was a murder of Randolph, who was one of his students the other day.
Oh, is
And-
that so?
I think, and I believe another one of his students, Perrin, has gone missing.
Well, I actually witnessed it.
I'm so sorry you had to go through something like that again, Ferris. What do you mean again?
I didn't know these people, so I it's fine. Desensitized. I've done a lot of things over the past few years, and I'm like I said, I'm just here on business. And well, do you know anything about it?
I've only heard of the police report, and mostly through keeping my eyes and ears around.
Do you
There's
think
definitely something strange going on here.
do you think if you were able to witness exactly what happened, you could diagnose it?
I might be able to provide ideas at the very least.
Yes,
The
because
more-
we're fresh out of IE leads right now. We're trying to solve this.
The more I have to work with, the more I could possibly supply.
Great. Do you have a crystal ball anywhere?
Of course I do.
Yes.
You know,
Okay.
He like gets one and he just kind of smiles and he's like, I taught you at least the basics of what you know.
All right. Here's exactly what happened when I witnessed it. And I'm going to use Orb of Memories on it to replay the fateful night of the murder.
All right, and he says that definitely looks like it was plant material. However, there has to be something else going on here. I noticed that they're coming in pairs of 3. Have you ever seen them be in less than that? I guess they're not
No.
pairs, they're triplets.
I think it was a bigger group and they broke up, if I recall correctly, out of character.
Yes, they broke up into groups of 4.
Yeah.
But 3 of them both turned into sludge.
Yes, and 3 attacked us in the end. So yeah.
So there's something significant. They need 3, but Why? Is it the smallest amount to get it done, or is it an absolute necessity?
Well, that's I don't know anything about that.
Have you heard anything else strange? Even the smallest thing.
Well, there's a drink that everyone is drinking. You might have heard of it. But we've come dry on that lead as we keep testing it, and there's nothing. That's originally why we pursued these people, because they were all drinking some weird energy drink. But every time we investigate the drink, it just comes up as a mundane drink.
Perhaps that's the point. It's not magical. Perhaps what they're using it for is simply a mark to make it look authentic, to make it so these plants can move in at night where they are undisturbed and remove people.
So they're just using it to mark people? Well,
It's one
the guy we're with
possibility.
said, the guy we were with too said he drank some of it and nothing happened to him, but he was attacked.
That could be just another sign of the mark. They want it to appear as if this liquid is to blame, taking suspicion off of themselves.
So what you're saying is if we were to drink some of this stuff, they'd come in and try to replace us.
Potentially, yes. However, if they're intelligent, they might be avoiding you. Have you noticed anything that might insinuate that?
Well, we've gotten a lot of cold shoulders during our investigations and our interrogations.
Yeah, that's because you keep managing to make everyone mad.
Well, you gotta make them mad, otherwise you gotta grill people to get information out of them. If someone's doing something bad, they're not just gonna say, "Hey, I'm doing something bad." They're gonna lie, so you gotta make it seem like you know more than you do.
At any rate, if they're onto you, they'll either be coming after you or avoiding you. Either way. They want you to get away from them, or they'll want you to come into the belly of the beast. I would ask you to be very careful one way or another. Val also pipes up. I've noticed that you guys talked a bit about salt containers, and Professor Drawer said that we were getting all of our salt from outside the world, even though when we make it from our own salt mines, and that they were closed. I'm no expert on plants, but perhaps that is something you might want to look into. Why were those mines closed?
That happened recently. I've heard of the importing. I thought that was done a while ago.
It was done a while back, but we don't know how long this has been going on for either. We might be seeing the climax, not the rising action.
Well, I guess I'm going to the mine.
Well, again, be careful.
Oh, that's not in my lexicon. I live dangerously, Professor.
Pats you on the shoulder and says, then be powerful.
Of course, that comes very natural and very easy.
Can I speak to you alone for one moment?
Me?
Yeah, I'll go head out. And, she leaves and rejoins the rest of you, and he says, Have you made any progress towards her?
I'm working on a ship. can't really get to other places if I don't have the means of travel.
He nods. Well, I was hoping your travels would be helpful, but I am glad that you made friends along the way. But keep looking. I don't think she's gone like everyone else does. And I know you'll find her one day.
Yeah, it's just a matter of just correcting some mistakes. That's all.
He smiles and says, exactly. And listen, you may be officially expelled, but you're always welcome to accidentally be in the same area as me from time to time, if you ever need someone to talk to.
Well, that's what's going on right now, to be perfectly honest.
He laughs a bit, I suppose so. It's good to see you, Ferris.
Yeah, I guess it's good to see you too, yeah.
Well, good luck. I'll be lying low and keep my eyes on Professor Drawers for you.
Yeah. And just one more thing, if he says something like, the ends justify the means, just tell me, alright?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind, Ferris.
Yes.
And he ends the spell.
Okay, good day.
Good day.
I will... Yes. I will make my way back to the party.
Alright. And,
Well,
I don't know
yeah.
how much you relay to them.
I'll say, I got us a lead, guys. Or Val probably already like told them well.
Yeah, she probably already told them about the mines.
Yeah.
She's like, so I think we need to go to. I got us a lead, guys.
Well, where are you headed then?
We're going to go to those mines.
That seems like a good option, yeah. Would you? I don't really want to stay alone in this city, because they might come after me again.
Ferris 6! Ferris 6!
No, it doesn't work that way, because, 6 starts with an S.
But Ferris ends with an S.
I was thinking sextillion, but that's like 7. I don't know.
Well, I
No.
don't think you'll have to worry about it too long. All of you plan to leave anyway.
Oh, yeah. Are you willing to come with us to the mine?
Well, I'll help you here. I mean, Professor, I need to make it up to Professor Orafor.
Yeah. Well, that's where we're gonna be heading, so.
Well, I'll come with you, but I meant like, you don't plan to stay in Wisteria, do you?
No, not really.
Yeah, so you don't need to worry about a long-term plan for me then, because I do plan to stay here.
Okay. Well, I guess it'll remain the Ferris 5, guys. How's that sound?
Ferris 5!
And friend.
Alright, I guess that's the name of a group.
We're also considering the cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one more.
That's kind of like the alias we go with sometimes, I guess. Maybe.
It could be a secret name,
Yeah. But unless there's anything else we want to discuss, that is where we will end the session.
Okay. Are we probably going to be... I don't know if I even have the money to go shopping.
Do you?
I have like 135. I can get something.
Yeah, well,
What
we'll
did you
do that
spend your
off
money on?
screen.
vortex warps and
Oh.
Spell scrolls.
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
Well, if
those
we
are
do any shopping, we'll probably just be doing that off screen. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's where we'll end it then. Thanks for watching the Ferris 4 become the Ferris 5 once more.
Yeah.
See you next time. Bye.
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 Bye,